Hey Booty Brigade, this is Danita Young with bootybands.com, and I am here to show you what foods are to grow your booty. I'm at a farmer's market.
Still has the apples and bananas.
One of my favorite places to shop at. Why? Because you know that all the food is organic, and number one, not processed. So that's what we're going to talk about today is what is processed. I know a lot of you may know what processed food is, and some of you don't know what it is. Basically, think of something that is not watered, something that has to go through modifications to eventually get to where you eat it. So stuff that has to go through all these different modifications and things like that. So instead we go to a farmer's market in which we avoid those things. So today we're going to do a recipe. I'm going to show you one of my favorites. Super easy, super quick, and it is a sweet potato chickpea Mediterranean, and it's gluten-free, it's vegan, full of great carbs and full of great protein. So follow me through my whole journey today as I show you. First, bring your little recipe and also your ingredients, so that way you're not walking around aimless. Something that you're going to absolutely love about farmer's market is the taste of the food here. You're actually going to taste the ingredients rather than just tasting chemicals and blah food. This is what I mean right here. Oh my gosh, explosion of flavor. I love the samples, and they always
There you go, guys. Enjoy.
make me buy the product because I love it so much. So referring to the content that's going to be part of this video, I just want to recap about the three steps that I am a firm believer of how to make your body get to the best and get that booty to where you really truly want it to be. A lot of girls ask what foods. Are there specific foods? And if so, what are they? Or if they're just general tips, right? So I wanted to incorporate all of that. So one of which, the first step, was eliminate the junk. A lot of the quotes say, oh, all this junk is going to go to my trunk. Absolutely not. Basically, all that junk that you're eating is going to go to your muffin top, it's going to go to your arm flab, it's going to go to your cellulite and everything else. So when you have whole foods, when you have unprocessed foods, if you have foods that basically you can think back to what a caveman ate, right? Foods that are not processed, like I mentioned before when I was at the farmer's market, is foods that it can be watered, foods that are not altered, foods that just came raw as they are, they were grown as they are, right? So those are the type of foods that our body knows how to process. So when you're working so hard in your workouts, you want to be able to make sure that your muscles are replenishing themselves. If you're constantly just feeding it processed foods such as chips or sodas and pastries and things like that, what ends up happening is our body doesn't know how to process it, so it ends up storing it in the wrong places. So what I highly recommend is doing an activity with that. So every time, or the activity that I have as far as the content attached to this is write down everything you ate yesterday. Circle all of the items that are processed foods. refer to the definition if you need to, and then go ahead and start to slowly replace in the unprocessed foods into healthier the processed foods into healthier options. And I do provide a list for you to make it a little bit easier. I also provided some meal ideas to help you with this. This was an idea today to give you an example of how to make a really delicious meal in under 30 minutes. This is something that you can also do in bulk, so you can have it for the whole week. I'm a strong believer in meal prepping. That way you save a lot of time with it. Leading to step 2. So step 2, everybody is a little bit different as far as their goals, whether you're wanting to lose weight, if you're wanting to maintain, or if you're wanting to probably gain a little bit. So I mentioned 3 different categories there. So please read through those. I went through specifics of what to do to try to get to your specific goals. And then the last was your scale. A lot of girls become consumed with the weight on the scale, and that's the worst idea if you wanted to grow a booty. So I'm a firm believer, if you want to shrink your waist and grow your booty, throw away your scale and immediately just start taking before and after pictures, because that's where you're going to see where the true magic occurs. So if you want a little bit more on that, basically the reason why is because if you're focusing on the scale, you're going to not lift weights, you're going to starve yourself, and you're going to try to think about just lowering that scale number down as much as possible, which in turn you're burning muscle and fat. So in turn, which is going to keep you that soft, skinny look. But if you are working out and you're getting your muscles to the desired, you're doing all those booty workouts that I've taught you, then what ends up happening is you're going to start getting those curves. And if you're feeding those curves, aka muscles, then you'll be able to get that curvy, very feminine look. So it honestly depends on what you're wanting. So if it is about getting that curves and that big booty, small waist, definitely throw away again the scale and take your before and after picture. So if you liked what we did today and what you learned, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And every Tuesday I'm going to be coming out with a new recipe that is either going to shrink your waist or bubble your booty. And if you want to see some fitness videos, you can go here or here. Thanks, girls.